Hey there, beautiful souls. Holy frickin' cannolis. Today, Spirit is asking you to pay attention to the sign of a gorilla. Because you, beautiful soul, whatever you did with this full moon, you are now integrating and embodying your power, your authority. It is through the releasing of this last full moon that you let go of something very deep, very ancestral. And Spirit is saying you are like the gorilla. You are a powerful, gentle giant who came here to lead, okay? And maybe for some of you, you do some form of leadership. Your role, you provide service in some way of leadership, okay? And Spirit is saying that you are now stepping in as a powerful, gentle leader to show other leaders how they can be powerful, but yet gentle, compassion, open mind, open heart. But Spirit is saying you're also going to find this in your relationships as well. And Spirit is also showing me that for some of you, or a lot of you, you are feeling a chaotic stillness. Spirit is saying this is preparation. Don't confuse the chaos, what I heard is don't confuse the chaos with chaos, okay? What I'm hearing and what Spirit is showing me is that behind the scenes of all the releasing that you've done, this is building momentum. This is building momentum for the manifestations that are going to start trickling in like the end of June, but July is going to be really, really, really powerful. Really, that's when the grand manifestations are coming in. Because Spirit is saying, some of you already seen some of your manifestations. Some of your manifestations are like, let's just say you have a goal of making $50,000 in a month. But in the month of May, you may have made like 48,000. Spirit is saying, hey, see what you can do. See what you can do. And it's with this full moon that you release something really deep that is going to give you that $50,000 and more, or the house and more. Spirit is saying this isn't about I will receive this or this. No, you're stepping into the power of I will receive this and this and this. Spirit said that you needed to see how powerful you are. And so through this stillness, through this chaotic stillness, Spirit is saying recalibration. There's course corrections going on to lead you to the grand manifestations. Spirit is saying like these first 14 to 16 days, if you're building something, especially with business, this does have to do with manifestations, but if you're especially like building your business, Spirit is saying these first 14 to 16 days, they are going to feel still. They're going to feel like a little chaotic. And what I mean by chaotic is there's going to be that frustration or that buildup of like, oh my God, I was on a roll. I was doing this and everything was going good. And then all of a sudden it stopped, and that can feel chaotic. Spirit is saying because there's momentum being built up, because you're not the only one, beautiful soul. Everybody's frequency is raising. Everybody's frequency is changing. A lot of people did healing with this full moon. So Spirit is saying, trust in this chaotic stillness, okay? Know that when you see the sign of a gorilla, that you are a gentle, powerful leader, and you will be teaching other leaders to lead in a powerful, gentle way. When I say powerful, this isn't being controlling. This isn't like, rah. This is about literally being leadership from heart center, being strong within the heart, okay? So let's get to the cards and see what else. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. Holy crap. All right. I didn't even get to ask my question. Look at this. Emotional loss. Spirit is saying it's through this last full moon that you cleared out that heart center. And you are now you've called back your power and your authority of the strength of your heart. Spirit just said someone here took the emotional loss Instead of using it as a crutch, you're using it as a superpower. You alchemized it into power, into loving power, loving authority. And you have really cleared out your heart chakra. Because what you came here to do, and once again, Spirit is saying this is someone who came here to be a leader, to lead the way of leading from heart center. So this could be, you could be, this is so wide open. You could be like a reader, a healer. Like that's what you do. Like you're out there in the open. Okay. You're like doing Reiki. You're doing some form of energy healing. Then we have those closet healers. They know what they're doing, but they haven't fully come out, but they're in those denser areas like corporate world. And Spirit is saying you're there, whether you're there to lead in some way from heart center, to help awaken divine leaders is what I'm hearing. There was certain emotional loss that you had to go through to call back your power so that you could teach and lead others. Spirit is saying student, teacher, master. And we're all students, we're all teachers, we're all masters, but Spirit is saying that you had to do this, and it was whatever you released in the full moon really got you into deep alignment with your power, with your authority. But this is like divine power, divine love, divine power of love, divine power of knowledge, divine power of compassion and understanding. You're creating beautiful changes. Spirit is saying you had to have this emotional loss in order to truly release what doesn't serve you, so you could be in that receiving mode and then teach others. Okay, so I just want to ask Spirit to please show us more about this. I got like a ton of cards that just came out. Spirit is saying you're fulfilling your destiny. So know that through the number 10, that you are on a rapid spiritual growth. You are fulfilling your soul's mission and purpose. That's what you came here to do, because Spirit is saying in this lifetime, you're a lot farther along than you did in the work that you did in past lives, okay? But Spirit is saying you chose this time, you chose the densest, the hardest time to fulfill your destiny, and now you're stepping up into leadership. Spirit is saying, it's showing me the sign of a gorilla, that you are that gorilla, you are that gentle giant. And it's through your power, it's through your gentle power, your gentle authority, that you're going to teach this to others, okay? And it's through what you're creating and building. Spirit is saying the fulfillment of wishes, because it's whatever you cleared out. It's through your heart chakra that you claim the power. You claim the power of your worth and your value. And you see now, like, it's not a matter of, oh, I'll take this or this. No, it's I'm receiving this and this and this. Spirit is saying you've really balanced out those emotions. And this has to do with the sacral area. Spirit is saying you really healed that sacral area. But the manifestations, they're coming in, but they're going to be coming in grander. Spirit is saying, trust in the stillness of this chaos right now, okay? And number 9, you've wrapped up. You're wrapping up an old way of living. Spirit is saying you've unbound yourself from old soul contracts, soul patterns, soul retrievals. Like, you are rewriting a whole new story. Spirit is saying this 9, know that when you see 9, 99, 999, the old life, it's through this chaotic stillness that you are leaving the old life behind. And your new life is filled with abundance and prosperity. Spirit is saying, have patience within the first 14 to 16 days of June. Trust in the momentum of what is being built behind the scenes, okay? Because for some people, I don't know what this is, 629, Spirit is saying someone's gonna receive some type of validation or confirmation of a big manifestation coming through. But Spirit is saying trust in this chaotic stillness the first 14 to 16 days, because look at what's happening. Spirit is saying it's in this chaotic stillness that you read, grounded and rooted in the material harvest. The material harvest is coming in, and for some of you, June 29th is going to be very powerful. You're going to like receive that stamp of approval. But July, you guys, July is going to be bountiful, is what I heard. Bountiful. I think they said bountiful. But it's through what you did in the heart chakra that you now are stepping into that solar plexus self-empowerment, the gorilla, the gentle power, the gentle authority. Spirit is saying it's time to receive. You've done the work. People get very confused. They think it's always about hustle and grind. Oh, I got to visualize. Spirit is saying you did the work. Now it's time to be in receiving mode. Completely surrender to the absolute receiving. Okay. And I do have a workshop coming up June 25th. I'll put the link below. Check it out. If it aligns with you, sign up and join me. It's during the day, but Spirit is saying it's receiving mode now time. And you did it. You did it by calling back your authority, your power through the solar plexus and heart chakra. Okay. But once again, Spirit is saying there's something here with the heartache and loss that it called back the power of your throat chakra too. And it has to do, if you look at this, it's kind of between the solar plexus and the sacral, that area. Spirit is saying it was with this last full moon that you really cleared that out because it had something to do with relationships, suppressing your voice, whether this intimate relationships, family relationships, co-workers, some form of friendship. Those relationships had an impact on your solar plexus, which then had an impact on your heart and the way you spoke. But Spirit is saying that is ending. That is ending. It is through this heartache and loss that Spirit is saying you've called back your power through your voice. You are a born leader. Spirit is saying your voice is meant to be heard, but you had to go through the heartache and loss. You had to go through the emotional loss so that you know how to lead others, so that you know how to help others let go, to call back their own power, but in a gentle, powerful way. Okay? Because Spirit is saying, we're going to go trapped in fear too, because Spirit is saying for some of you, people suppressed your voice through fear by devaluing the power of your voice, right? And Spirit is saying no more. Those illusions, it's yours. You're integrated. You're embodied in that solar plexus. It's through that you've creating abundance. We got 8. Also too, with this heartache and loss, Spirit is saying it's through this that now you're stepping into being this powerful leader. Number 3, another level of self-mastery with the throat chakra. Spirit is saying you are stepping now into another level of self-mastery of the throat chakra, which means you're going to be speaking more. Spirit is saying buckle up because those opportunities to share in your story are coming in. Spirit is bringing in the support for you, support of opportunities, support of people seeing what you're creating and what you're building, and they want to be a part of that, okay? Spirit is saying stand your ground. The opportunities are going to be coming in. But Spirit is saying stand your ground, especially within the first 14 to 16 days with the month of June. Trust in this chaotic stillness, okay? And what I mean by chaotic stillness is Spirit is saying someone is feeling very frustrated or irritated and confused, like, why? Why did everything stop? I did the work. You're not being punished. Spirit's saying there's massive momentum going, massive buildup coming in, but it's behind the scenes. You can't see it. Trust in the universe. Trust in your spirit team. They are saying you did the work. You're grounded and rooted. You're grounded and rooted in earth, but higher states of consciousness. And that's part of being that gentle leader. Spirit is saying it's through the releasing that you've done, because that heart is really open now, sacral open. Downloads are going to be coming in. Spirit is saying you are in extreme alignment with the divine. Stand your ground. Hold your position. Because after the 16th, that momentum, I just keep seeing like a snowball going down a hill. July is going to be huge, you guys. July is going to be huge for manifestations. So there's something here with June 29th, but Spirit is saying trust in these first 14 to 16 days, okay? Because there's massive momentum going on behind the scenes. Spirit is saying, look at this. You're going to have your choice. Spirit is saying it's not a matter of this or this. It's I'll take this and this and this and this and this, okay? There is massive positive changes coming to you, for you, and through you, okay? Spirit is saying that relationship, let's talk about the intimate part. Spirit is saying that intimate relationship is coming in, but you need to choose wisely, okay? There could be still some tests and initiations these first 14 to 16 days, okay? Look at this, solar plexus. Spirit is saying stand in your inner strength, your self-empowerment. I just keep seeing a gorilla there. It's like stand in the powerful, gentle knowledge and wisdom and strength and guidance that lies within you, okay? But also too, what I keep hearing with this is Spirit is saying after these 14 to 16 days, people are watching you. They're observing you. They're going to want to really be a part of what you're creating and building. Spirit is saying you're going to have your choice. You're going to have multiple choices to work with people. Spirit is saying don't limit yourself. You might be doing all of these different projects. Spirit is saying there's going to be alignment where you're going to be doing like 3 projects in a row, a little bit of stillness, and then 3 more projects. But there's massive changes coming to you because you did something with this heart center over this full moon, which really allowed you to step into your power, into your authority. Okay, so I just want to see what dragons are working with us. What dragons are working with us, especially within these first 14 to 16 days of this energy of June, okay? We've got the black dragon from Saturn, brings your wisdom through spiritual discipline. Concentrate, focus on your ultimate vision, congratulate yourself. You've passed the test. The abundance is coming in. You are, what you're creating, what you're building, it is protected. It is protected, okay? So once again, gorillas are black. Black dragons know that you did the heavy work. And this is now, everything that you're creating and building is divinely and heavily protected. Spirit is saying this dragon is going to help you, especially with these first 14 to 16 days with the crown chakra, removing any limiting beliefs, really reaching higher states of consciousness, okay? So now let's go to work your light. Thank you, angels. Thank you to the collective of the highest vibrations. Holy shit, you guys. Boundaries. Spirit is saying someone did a lot of boundaries. You set boundaries and you're following through with these boundaries with this full moon energy. And maybe you just did it recently, Spirit is saying. It was like the week before the full moon, on the full moon, and then a few days after the full moon. And you use the boundaries through the power of your voice. Spirit is saying it is also too within these next 14 to 16 days, the first 14 to 16 days of June, that there will be a reevaluation of boundaries, okay? There will be a reevaluation, but once again, Spirit is saying trust in this stillness because it is getting you ready. It's recalibrating you because your life is about to completely change. Spirit is saying you're going to look in 3 months, you're going to look back and go, holy shit, that was my life, because your life is going to drastically change, okay? Spirit says you're already doing it. This is a confirmation, like those manifestations are coming in. So this chaotic stillness, Spirit is saying you already do it. Now this is about you resting and recalibrating. Get ready to receive, okay? Because you've done the hard work. If you were questioning like, oh, everything's still, what do I need to be doing? Spirit is saying, no, this is about being that gentle giant. This is about standing in your power, observing and receiving, okay? But there will be there will be evaluations of boundaries, but Spirit is saying this is where you step up and be that gentle giant in reviewing. Spirit is saying you can set boundaries without being rough. Some people might need a firm boundary, but Spirit is saying people are picking up on your frequency. They know that it's almost like fuck around and find out, right? But you're going to be doing it in a gentle way, a very powerful, divine, gentle way, okay? And know that the black dragons are helping you to unlock that wisdom. So let's just go. I just want to ask the Ascended Masters. Well, I started shuffling what else that they want us to know regarding these first 14 to 16 days. This chaotic stillness is bringing relief, but first of all, you brought the relief through the clearing out of your heart chakra. So number 12, you are in alignment through breakthroughs. Yes, even in this chaotic stillness. Someone's been doing a lot of clearing in the past lives. Spirit is saying you've done it in sleep state and dream state. Now, that's what helped you call back your power. That's what helped you call back your power and your authority. Especially working with that full moon energy, but in dream state, you're doing a lot of work, and then it carries over into awakened state, because Spirit is showing me someone's doing a lot of jumping timelines or going back to past lives and clearing that up, and then situations happen really quick with family members or certain people in awakened state, and you're clearing it out, and you're clearing it out pretty fast. Not that this is about rushing it, but Spirit is saying that's because you are so alignment with your divine power that as these learning opportunities come up, like you dissolve them, you resolve them, you alchemize them within seconds, minutes, and hours, okay? Spirit is saying, once again, it's through that heart chakra, you are bringing healing to the home. But also what I keep hearing is Spirit is saying someone is manifesting a new home, and a new home could be like remodeling of the home. But Spirit is saying there is someone moving. There is two messages. First of all, actually 3 messages. Whatever you did, Spirit is saying you are healing your home. You are healing the home because you are a cycle breaker. 2, someone is moving. Spirit is saying trust in this chaotic stillness, because someone's like, oh my God, I've been hearing this for so long. When the F is this going to happen? Spirit is saying this isn't about rushing the process. Spirit is always, the universe will always put you in the right room at the right time with the right people. Why? Because you did some heavy work. You did some heavy healing. So there is something here about a new home. It could be too, like a new partner coming in where you together build a home. But this could be remodeling too. But Spirit is saying a new home is there. Someone's been manifesting a new home. Trust in the divine timing of it. And we've got number 10. This is about reset, brand new beginnings. It's because you're fulfilling your soul's destiny. You've healed whatever was going on in the heart and the sacral. It really empowered your solar plexus. And through that solar plexus, crown chakra really opening up, the way that you are connecting to yourself, receiving messages from your higher self, your team, and the collective of the highest vibrations. Spirit is saying you're working with your guides. You're balancing out your emotions. We've got number 7. So this is a reset. Spirit is saying you're being guided into the right rooms at the right time with the right people to guide you, to support you, to help build with you. Okay? Divine masculine, this is what you've been doing. You've been balancing out that divine masculine. You've really, oh my God. Okay, Spirit is saying that it's through this healing of this gentle power, that gentle power, the divine feminine. The divine feminine. The divine feminine is very powerful, very strong, but very gentle. Spirit is saying it's because you've tapped in. Oh my God, because you're tapping into your divine feminine. You healed your divine feminine, that now you're bringing balance to that masculine. You're doing it on a deeper level, because where you are meant to lead, it is really dense in the old, heavy, masculine energy. And Spirit is saying that that's why you had to go through certain heartache and loss, especially with masculine energy. So man, woman, I mean, a woman can be heavy in her masculine energy too. But Spirit is saying that you've balanced out your own masculine, because you were in, you always felt like you had to be in fight or flight, or you always had to be defending yourself because people were trying to like hold you down, hold you back, especially through your throat chakra. And Spirit is saying whatever you've been doing, the healing, the alchemizing, your divine feminine is rising, and it's balancing out your own masculine. But it's through those learning experiences where you're going to lead and to teach, you're going to be helping to heal that masculine energy, because Spirit is saying where you're going, it is going to be in that dense energy, but you can handle it because your frequency is so much higher, because you are so deeply in alignment and balance with your feminine and masculine energy. Okay, so I just want to see what angel numbers they have for you guys. I'm sorry, we're going on almost 25 minutes here, but okay, thank you, angels. What numbers? 1414. Possibilities. Be open to the possibilities. Spirit is saying trust in this chaotic stillness because it's creating miracles. It's creating endless possibilities for you. Holy shit. 1010. This is the third time we had 2 cards with 10. You are in a rapid spiritual shift of growth, and it's through that heart chakra. Okay? It's through this growth, balancing out the divine feminine and masculine energy. 1 triple or quadruple ones, your intuition, crown chakra. It's through this clearing out, the way that you're getting the downloads. Your connection to the divine is undeniable. Spirit is saying the downloads are going to be coming in. The way that you see things, it's going to be like mirage-like, okay? Your intuition is really opening up. The way that you're connecting with spirit, your spirit team, your higher self, it's off the chain. Spirit is saying, just trust in this stillness because it is expanding your intuition, which is putting you in complete faith and trust in what you're hearing and receiving, because you are that gentle giant. You are that powerful leader, and you're going to use your intuition. Spirit is saying you're going to be the way that you're going to lead, whether you are like your work is like you're out there in the open like a reader or some type of intuitive or healer, or you're intuitive, you're a healer, but you haven't quite put yourself out there. Spirit is saying you still, even though you may not put yourself out there, you're still channeling. You're still delivering messages from other people's higher selves, from the collective. So don't doubt that you're not channeling, because Spirit is saying you are. You just do it in a different way. Okay, so that, my beautiful friends, is the message today. If you are ready to embrace this energy of being a powerful, gentle leader, if you're ready to stand your ground in the stillness of this chaos and embrace the manifestations, the abundance and prosperity, the harvest that is coming to you, for you, and through you, hit the heart, hit the like, put quadruple 1, 1414. I receive, put the emoji of a gorilla. So until we meet again, my beautiful friends, love, light, and many, many blessings.